very much. Hello. Nice legs.
Joanne? Great. Joanne?
Hi.
Hello.
Look, it's probably nothing, knowing Harry, but we thought we'd better call you people.
Right, so who is he?
Oh, he's the one who started all this.
He's here on his own?
Yeah, he always comes here on his own.
Where does he live?
Chandlersfield Estate.
And so what happened?
Well, he said he was approached by a man
When?
about 45 minutes ago.
And whereabouts was that?
Here, in the playground.
Right.
Did anybody else see this man?
No,
And did he describe him?
no, he won't say a lot about it. We were all set to take him home, only we thought you might want to talk to him first.
Right. Come on then. Has anyone else complained about being approached?
No, no.
In the past?
Well, not to my knowledge,
Look,
no.
you said earlier on that knowing Harry, there was probably nothing in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that his imagination runs riot sometimes.
Hello, Harry.
I like your face. Did you do that yourself?
Some of it.
What's your last name, Harry?
Look,
How old are you?
10.
10. Got any older brothers or sisters?
I've got a big sister,
How old's she?
12.
Did she ever come to the playground with you?
No.
Why's that?
I don't like it here.
But your mum knows you come here, does she? Does she know you're here today?
Harry, would you tell us what you told Joanne about the man? You see, it's important that you tell us. Because if this man scared you, then we want to make sure that he doesn't do it again. All right? Did he talk to you?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, come here.
Did he touch you?
He grabbed me.
Grabbed you?
Yeah, but I got away.
And whereabouts in the playground did this happen?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Came from over there. Kids do that. They knock it down. This lot mend it.
Why do they knock it down?
So they can get in at night.
Harry, you've got to tell us more about this man. Did you know him? Or can you describe him for us?
Can you remember what he was wearing?
A coat.
What sort of coat?
A short coat and jeans.
About how old would you say he was?
Don't know.
What did he look like? Or what about his face? Are you sure you didn't see his face?
He didn't have one.
Didn't have what?
He didn't have a face.
We're on our way to Chandlersfield Estate to take the lad home. In the meantime, if you have any street patrols or mobiles in the vicinity of the children's playground at Mercy Park, can you ask them to keep an eye open for anyone acting suspiciously? Over.
You! Get in there! And go wash that muck off your face now! All right, what's he done?
He hasn't done anything, Mrs. Rook, but could we have a word?
If he hasn't done anything, then what are you lot doing here? Where was he?
He was at the playground at Mercy Park.
What? I told him not to go there. You little brat! What did I tell you? I told you to stay away from that place, right?
Mrs. Rook.
So what sort of lies has he been telling you this time?
Lies?
Yeah, he's full of lies, that kid.
So, what's going on here?
Harry's been at it again.
Oh, no.
Which one of you is Mr. Rook?
Him. I'm the kid's uncle.
Well, could we come in for a minute?
Yeah. Come on, girl, let him in. What's the matter with you?
The little brat was only down that playground again.
I'll kill that kid.
Sit down.
Thanks.
Once he had the fire brigade out. Said he saw some fellas trying to light a fire in that electricity board place.
And were they?
Of course they weren't. Another time he had the ambulances out, didn't he?
Yeah.
And now you lot.
That should be it then. He's done all the 999s.
Your son has told us that a man tried to abduct him
Where?
at the playground.
Yeah, well, what'd you expect? There's a load of weirdos work down here.
Harry claims he doesn't know the man.
Yeah, well, you don't want to believe too much what Harry says. What time's that race on?
In about 10 minutes.
Mr. Rook, your son has reported an incident to us. It's therefore our duty to look into it.
Well, what does that mean then?
It means we'll have to inform our CID department, and it may also mean that we'll have to ask Harry questions at another time with you and your wife present.
Why waste time? Let's sort it out now. Harry! Come in here.
Mrs. Rook, I don't think this is a very good idea. If Harry is telling the truth, then he may still be suffering from a certain amount of shock.
I'll give him shock. Harry, have you been making things up again?
No.
Well, then people down that playground, have they been putting stupid ideas in your head? You should have seen the state of him when he come in, paint all over him.
It's just a game.
Yeah, well, everything's a game to you, innit? Always has been.
Harry, I want you to be straight with me. I don't want you to waste our time or yours. Just tell me the truth.
There was a man. But he didn't have a face.
Well, with parents like that, the kid needs a good imagination.
So we inform CID then, do we, Sarge?
We have to.
Do we have enough to tell them?
Nope.
Because with that kid's reputation for telling lies and making up stories, this is going to go nowhere. Even the helpers at the playground reckon he's a miniature Walter Mitty. All right, I know he looks shocked, but that might just be because he's gone too far this time. He's brought a lot of trouble on himself. I mean, you've got a kid of your own, haven't you, Sarge?
Yeah, you know I have.
Well, when he needs affection and he's not getting any, what does he do?
Well, he does things to get attention, it's only natural.
Yeah, of course it is. But when he draws attention to himself, does he make things up?
Yeah, now and again.
There you go, then.
June, I'm going to go back and talk to CID.
Right.
In the meantime, could you go back to the playground?
Go back there?
Yeah, I want you to find out more about the people that use that place.
Well, what is there to find out? I mean, we already know all there is to know about young Harry. Everyone's told us.
Yeah, everyone except Harry. Look, this one nags at me. Look, supposing Harry was telling the truth, and it happens again, only worse next time. Or supposing it's happened already in the past.
Well, as far as I know, no child has ever been abducted or attacked in Mercy Park before, at least not in my time.
Yeah, well, let's assume that as far as someone who attacks children is concerned, that time means nothing. Till that time comes round again. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
A man with no face?
That's what he said.
Oh, come off it, John. What do you expect me to do with that?
Put it in the crime book.
And what other evidence you got?
There isn't any as yet.
Great. A faceless man. That's going to look good on an ID parade. Where do I get the line-up from? Admin? So what's this kid talking about? Was the man wearing a mask?
I don't think so, no.
Or was he disfigured or something?
No, I think if he was, the boy would have said.
And you also say he tells lies.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone for the jackpot this time, hasn't he? Mercy Park? I wouldn't believe anything that comes out of that place. Have you seen the state of those Herberts who look after the kids down there?
Yeah.
A right bunch of planks and pinkos. Wouldn't surprise me if they were teaching those toddlers to do a sit-down for a demo. Adventure playgrounds. Well, what's wrong with the old-fashioned playgrounds? Swings, roundabouts, and a man who comes out at closing time and rings a bell.
There's nothing wrong with it, except in this area, the older kids smash the swings and the roundabouts, and the man with the bell gives everyone a bad time.
Don't go political on me, please.
What's going to happen then?
Nothing is going to happen. All right, I'll stick it in the book. But without the man part, it'll go no further. Written off for lack of evidence.
Evidence that you're not prepared to gather.
That's right.
In other words, you're killing the crime.
You got it.
Where do you get your entertainers from?
They're friends of ours. A lot of them do a bit of busking, but they perform here for free.
So they're all known to you?
Oh, yeah.
How long has the balloon man been here?
Greg? Oh, ever since we started.
How does Harry get on with the entertainers?
He likes them. He usually joins in. He's a bit of a case, is Harry.
Do you believe he was approached by somebody?
Knowing him? It's hard to say. You should try asking Trina. She reckons she's a bit of a child psychologist.
Well, if it'll make you any happier, I could get the home beat officer to keep an eye on the place. We can't mount a full-time surveillance, not without something more to go on.
Would you have any objections if WPC Ackland and myself made a few inquiries of our own?
Well, no, I've no objection, providing you make sure it's part of your normal duties.
Thank you, sir.
If there's no hard evidence, what are you basing your fears on? A gut feeling?
No, sir. Memory.
You see, it's very difficult to explain. There isn't a chronological age at which proper development in a child occurs. It depends upon the amount of social interaction.
Oh.
Or the variety. Leave that.
And you're saying Harry has neither?
I'm saying that he's 10 years old, but he has the imagination of a child of 7. You see, it's just gameplay with him at the moment, because it's not until a child reaches 7 that he takes on the perspectives of other people.
Oh, I see.
Bring those, will you?
You've got children of your own?
Me? Who needs them?
Take my advice. Never ask an amateur child psychologist a simple question.
Why?
You just get hit by a lot of words. I've just been given the full treatment on the physiological hierarchy of a child's needs. At least I think that's what she called it.
Come on, June.
Who did you talk to back at the Nick?
Inspector Burnside first and Mr. Monroe. Hey, mate, can we have a word?
If you'll hang on a minute, yeah.
What about CID?
I had more luck with Monroe.
That's always been the problem with this kind of evidence. The sad thing is, it needs something real to happen before anybody takes any notice. Like some poor kid getting attacked.
Or a murder. Well, let's wait inside, shall we?
Yeah.
Mr. Monroe more or less asked me if I was being guided by blind instinct.
Know you?
Thought you knew me well enough by now, June.
As a matter of fact, I don't. I don't think anyone does. You do keep yourself pretty much to yourself, you know.
About 8 years ago, when I was working at Highbury, there was a playground, like the one across the road, alongside a busy street, like the one over there. And as it happens, in the vicinity of a long-distance lorry park. Like this one. One day, an 11-year-old girl was dragged through the fence at the side of the playground. At least forensic evidence later suggested that was how it happened. Of course, we never got a chance to ask the girl whether her attacker had a face or not. When we eventually found her, she was dead. She'd been strangled.
And the person responsible?
Never found.
Yeah, but Highbury and Sun Hill, I mean...
I know. Totally different parts of London. What's that to a long-distance lorry drive?
It's too much of a coincidence, Sarge.
Come on, June. A great deal of police investigation is made up of coincidence. You know that.
When it happens during the course of an investigation, yes, but you can't just have coincidence for coincidence's sake. And we haven't even got a crime yet.
But at least we've got something that compares.
It's only in a kid's head.
Is Silbury freight. Right. Then we've got a lot coming down from the north, not off the M11.
Yeah.
So who are you looking for?
Well, no one in particular.
Watch out.
Have you been on the forecourt all day?
For most of it, yeah. Why?
We see the playground, that corner there. You seen anybody hanging around there today?
When?
About 3 or 4 hours ago. A bloke.
Nah, we haven't seen no one. Anyway, the only time that corner over there gets busy is after hours, when the yobs get in. And first thing again in the morning when the dossers crawl out.
Dossers?
That place is crawling with them at night. They kip there.
I want you to go back to Sunhill, June. You can't speak to Mr. Munro, have a word with Sergeant Peters.
Saying what?
I was saying that Mercy Park Playground is not as safe as it ought to be. I want someone from the night shift to take a look in the early hours of the morning, and I want someone on earlies to be here first thing when the children arrive.
Right, for how long?
Well, for the next few days at least.
Okay, guys, I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
So, when do you finish?
Oh, we're finished now, but Dave usually stays on till about 6:30, then locks up.
Right.
By the way, we were all set to call you.
Our little bundle of fun is back, on his own again.
Harry!
What's this then, Harry? Do your mum and dad know you're here?
No?
Twice in one day? They're not going to be very pleased, are they? Come on, come down.
So why have you come back? Give me 5. 5 high, 5 low. You're too slow.
Go on, Harry.
Came back to say, made it all up.
What did you say?
Made it all up. All about the lamb.
But why?
Don't know.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks a bunch for telling us.
Are your mum and dad in?
Don't know.
They'd better be.
Where's your sister?
Oh, she don't live at home no more.
Where does she live then?
With my gran and granddad, they took her away.
Why?
Don't know.
So, tell me about your uncle.
Why?
Well, how long has he lived with you?
Always.
So whose brother is he? Is he your mum's or your dad's brother?
What's the matter, Harry?
What are you scared of?
Nothing. All right, come on, let's get you home before anyone makes a fuss.
He's not my real uncle. I haven't got a real uncle.
So who is he?
Mum and Dad's best friend.
What's his name?
Jim.
Jim who?
Jim Garland.
Do you play football, Harry?
I watch it.
Now, don't tell me. I bet you're a West Ham supporter.
No, Arsenal.
Why Arsenal?
I used to live near there.
Whereabouts?
Highbury.
The boy's frightened.
Of course he's frightened. He's frightened because he knows he's done wrong. Now get in here!
Is it true you used to live in Highbury, Mrs. Rook?
Yeah?
When was that?
Up till about 3 years ago.
And at that time, was Mr. Garland living with you?
Of course he was. So's he been stirring it up for now? His uncle?
He's not my uncle!
Jim's all right. People get him wrong, that's all. It's just his way.
What is?
He plays games with the kids, that's all. It's just his way of playing games. Sometimes the kids don't understand it.
Including your own son? Maybe even your own daughter? Where is he now?
Who?
This so-called uncle.
He's gone out.
Where?
To work.
Where does he work?
I don't know, all over the place. He's a driver.
577.
Jim, put a call out, will you? I want someone from the child protection team here straight away.
Assist PC Loxton at Mercy Park Children's Playground. Report of a serious attack on a child. Suspect still in the vicinity.
Still there!
Hey!
Where is he?
In the Burnside.
He's got a name, and he's got a face.
It's a face that Harry didn't want to see. That's why he wiped it out of his mind.
Yeah. I wish I could do that sometimes.